Welcome to Land the House. I'm Seth. I'm here in my shop where I have multiple saws that I run fairly often, and those saws are known to produce very fine particles of dust here in the air. Introducing the Vevor Air Scrubber. This is the 550 CFM air scrubber. It has multiple different filters inside that are supposed to be able to pull out smoke fumes, mold, VOCs, and all kinds of other things that you would have in your shop air. So let's go ahead and take a look at this air scrubber. It is pretty big, but it's also designed to pull a lot of air and filter out. So let's take a quick look at the outside of the unit, open it up and take a look at the filters, and then see how well this thing works. Let's take a look at the outside of this unit first. You've got a rope on a little metal tab, which allows you to pull this foam piece off of the front. This is where the air intake is going to be. Now it does say that you can use a 13-inch intake here to pipe the air from a room into this unit. So the little foam piece is mostly just to keep in place for transport, or if you need to keep debris out of this, but basically it just rests right there on that. Now on the front you'll see there are these little divots. There's 4 of them, and those will allow you to use up to 3 of these units together. So these feet will fit into the top up here of the next one. Same goes with the top up here. You can use those feet down below to mount on there and stack up to 3 of these at a time. Okay, there are clamps all the way around, which we will access here in just a moment to get to the filters. This is where the air is going to be expelled from the unit. And then if we move up here to the top, let me show you, there is a spring-loaded handle which will allow you to carry this fairly easily. There is an hour meter up here, and you can use this button to click right there. It's currently set to off, but you can adjust the speed of the blower by turning this knob right here. There is an outlet on top, so if you have used an outlet to plug this into, it then gives you 2 more, up to 9 amps whenever it's running, or 12 amps if it is turned off. The change Hepa filter light will come on after 2,000 hours of runtime, and if you overload this circuit, there is a reset right there. All right, now here on the back, you can access the inside from here. You'd have to unscrew this plastic panel right here. The cord is quite long. I've not measured it yet, but it's, I would imagine, close to 20 feet right there. All right, now as far as the other side goes, that is just blank, as you can see. So let's go ahead and lay this down, and so we can open up these filter clasps here and see what those look like. This air scrubber is actually a lot bigger than I was anticipating, but hopefully it's going to move lots of air and keep the room clean whenever I am using the saw. So I'm going to go ahead and pop loose all of these clips. They are spring loaded, so as soon as you get them loose here, they pop back up into place. Now there are multiple stages of filters inside of here. I'm going to remove the top cover and flip this around here. There are clips that I'm going to be pulling back so I can pull out the filters. This one right here is the middle filter, and it is an activated charcoal. Listen to, well, let me pull this out of the loud plastic and you can hear the charcoal rolling around in there. Here we go. So this filter is going to go in the middle. This one right here is an easy to replace size, and it's just a typical basic filter. So that one will be the one that gets the majority of the large particles, the dust and other debris that gets sucked in here. Let me see if I have a size on this. All right, we've got 15 3/4 by 15 3/4 inch. All right, so this will need to go here first, and then we will then put the activated charcoal in here, lifting up these tabs and placing that up underneath. Very nice. Makes a good solid fit. Now the last filter down here in the bottom is the Hepa filter. So I'm going to pull this out. Now this is the one that you won't have to replace nearly as often. And let's find its dimensions. We've got 19¼ by 15, well, let's just call it 16" there. So this one right here hopefully will last for a very long time. Just as these came out, I've got them back the same way, and then I'm going to place the top back into position here. And then once again, I'll be able to use these clips to lock this into place. I've just plugged the unit up to the power. This is the 550 CFM model that uses 80 watts at full. It's got a blue light up here that says 0 hours on the hour meter. Now I've got it off right now, and we need to remember that we have to pull the cover off before turning this on. So open up that, and we should be good to go. Let's turn this to the low setting. I can feel the air coming out. To be honest, it's quieter than my mini split. So let me find the filter plastic that it came with. So if I hold that lightly, you can see that it is blowing around, but it is very, very, very mild. All right, let's go to about the medium setting. All right, now you can really hear it. Yep, you can see how much is coming through now. All right, and lastly, all the way up. Very, very nice. So it is blowing and it's audible, but honestly, it's not that loud. I would say it's quieter than your typical box fan. So pull it down to about halfway. Very nice. Let's find something to sprinkle in front of it here. It's currently set to the medium. Let's see how much this sawdust falls in here. All right, I dropped it by about 1.5 feet away, and a lot of it did reach in here. Fairly large particles there. So yep, those did get attracted to that fan as you would expect. All right, so you are about 4.5 feet away from this unit. Let me let you hear again the low, medium, and high settings. So turn this to low. It is still blowing, but you can hear the mini split louder than you can hear this. All right, medium setting again, which is where it just was. All right, and now back to high. Now there is an outlet on top that I showed you earlier. You can plug up a tool or some kind of application. I've got this saw here. So you can use that if you need to use this box as an extension cord, basically. 9 amps if the scrubber is turned on, 12 amps if the scrubber is off. Okay, it's back to the off position. Now, this is going to be used here in my woodworking area to help bring down the dust. This area, even if I'm just using a saw once or twice, I end up finding a light film of sawdust everywhere. So I'm also going to be using this in the room next door for my 3D printers, because the HEPA filter and that charcoal filter will help to take out the VOCs from the 3D printers. So this is going to be used in several places here in my shop. If you want to check out this product, I have a link to it down below. It's the Vevor Air Scrubber 550 CFM. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.